per usual, I gotta check on my laptop if it's correct. Yep, everything is just fine. Just fine. Alright, let's see. Should I use 53? I think if I darken this, looks like that. What should I use? What the hell is this? 58? If I darken this one. I think I'm gonna use 53. And this for his skin, by the way, I'm shading his skin, so I'm just wondering which one looks better when shaded, used as a shade for his skin. You know, I'm kind of digging 58 though. What about this 50 fucking 3? Yep, now I'm going 58. Alright, so I said the light source would be hitting right here, so this whole under part of his hand, like this whole region right here, needs to be shaded. Right? This whole thing needs to be shaded all the way down here. And some parts will be darker than others. And then his ear, these inside parts should be darker. And then if light's hitting them like that, part of his face is going to be darker. Alright, that makes sense. I'm literally talking myself through this. That's funny. Well, part of his face is gonna be darker, right? Yeah, no shit, buddy. And the shit under, like, not shit, but the stuff under his eyebrows is gonna be darker. I don't want to make it like so dark, but like you want to make it like dark, like. But this inside of the ear, get that thing black. Like places like this. Should be darkened. said I'd make the underbelly of the thing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave it at 10:30 to eat, and then I might come back. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to come back. Oh yeah. And I try to let you know, baby, what you did, what I did. Ears around the fingers have to be dark. Skin's got to be a bit darker. And that's the funny thing, Tori, I'm gonna draw them like really dark. But I mean, those are the colors he had available. But I mean, he did have light colors though. But he drew like Goku when he was transformed SS1, like lighter, because obviously the aura like of SS1 make you glow a bit more, to make you a bit lighter. But I think his characters like are meant to look like in his eyes are meant to look darker. I'm not trying to say like a black person or whatever, but I'm just like saying like just legit darker, you know, is what I'm saying. Let me make sure. Like if they were real, I think they'd look almost like have Middle Eastern type skin texture, maybe even Samoan, like if that makes sense, you know, because like they're dark. Like Goku, that is. If you see him in GT, that's how he actually looks in the manga most of the time. And then under the abs, he'd have like under the chesticles. Bro, if you see that picture of SS4, you see what I'm talking about. Under his. You know what? Shading is probably like the most difficult thing for me. Like I can gesture up a good piece, you know. I don't think this one looks that good, but I can, yeah, just burying my own work, but I can gesture up some good art, but shading to me is really what looks good. I mean, really what, you know, that separates the boys from the men. Separates the boys from the men. As Vince would say. This really separates the men from the boys is probably how it actually goes, because, well, I mean, you're separating the boys from the men, and then like in that little crease in the abs. Not that shitty. I'm gonna just have to like darken a bit of these spaces a bit more. He actually looks like a ferocious monkey when I draw him, but in a good way. Like he's like SS4 looks like someone you really would not want to fucking see. You know, like you would not want to fuck with this guy. That's what I love about this transformation. Like young boys growing up watching Dragon Ball would really love SS4. I mean, that's why they brought it back. You know? A lot of Dragon Ball fans are, you know, who grow up are just essentially man babies anyway. I mean, Some of these guys on the internet are fucking retarded. You know what? When you just stop giving a shit and you just go ahead and shade the actual like picture, it's almost like it turns out better than you thought. Because I really thought the shading was gonna be horrid. Is that the right word to use there? Horrid. Some of the stuff I gotta make a little darker. Why doesn't anyone want to kill me? Okay, that's how you shade a SS4. Da-da-dun, 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 da-da-dun. So, just letting y'all know the color scheme I went with. So this, I'm gonna just call it peach. That was the first tone I used. And then the second tone I used was just this. I lightly colored it over the peach so that it could match his skin a bit more. But then I freaking darkly colored it around areas that should be darker. So that, like this, for example. Don't want to oversaturate that. But like I darkly colored it over areas that should be darker so that it can, like this looks more three-dimensional than it would have before, right? Let me just make this a bit darker. I mean, my shading, I don't like my shading. Out of all the elements, I like my inking, I like my gesturing, my actual drawing of the picture itself. But my shading, my coloring, shading, all that stuff, I feel like that's not, I feel like I know that's what I can work on most. Which is a good thing. It's always good to be challenged. Okay, next is armbands. Dude, why do I have a cut in my head? Oh my gosh. That kind of stuff hurts, man. But it feels good. Like it's a good kind of, you know, like when you, it's like a chiropractic good kind of pain. Like, oh, like that pain feels good. You know, like that kind of pain. Like, I don't, like it's almost, when you get a deep massage, but it hurts, but it feels good. Like, you know? But it feels so good. Or how, as Michael Jackson would say, it feels so good. It feels good. Okay, so I only have two blues. I swear I ran out of a blue that looked just like this one. Already 10:15. Bruh. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to lower it so you can see the, fuck it. Anyway, armbands. I'm going to start off with light blue and then darken it out. Actually, in some of the pictures I see, it looks almost a bit teal. So, you know what? Let me get my teal out. This right here. Turquoise, whatever you want to call it. Hold on a minute. His armbands are darker than his sash. SSJ4 GOKU GT. Well, why are there so little clips of the actual series? This is like fucked up. Bro, it was only 1997. Like, come on. Okay, so the armbands themselves, I'm gonna teal them out. You feel me? Hold on, I gotta see how dark this one gets. Not that dark. Okay, this one gets. Okay, nice and dark. Nice and dark. Wait. How dark? It does not look like that though. You know what? It could look jarring. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna stick with the blue, baby. And remember, I'm ending this at 10:30. At 10:30. You're not worthy. You're not worthy. You're not worthy. That's how Thor sounds, bro. I'm talking a lot more on this one, but I still don't have a subject to talk about, and this should probably be a bit more dark under here. A bit darker. I'm gonna come back later today and finish this off. The belt I'm just gonna make the same color because fuck it. Okay, as far as this goes, this entire underside, like, it should look like, if the light is hitting this way, then it should bounce this way. Right. No, it should be the reverse. Yeah, that part should be shaded dark and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this part. And this one just shade it around the underbelly. And the sash is just really a darker blue. Lights hitting this way, you're probably going to be a bit darker. Especially going to be heavy dark right here. I should have articulated that this was going to be an understep. Yeah, fuck it. No one's going to know if you don't tell them, you know what I'm saying? And this should be dark. And this underside should be dark. I got like 10 minutes or some shit. And then with this, it's the same fucking story. Let me just. A lot of F-bombs. The pants are probably going to be the hardest. Not because I don't know how to draw them, but the colors I believe aren't as available to me right now. Well, I got a yellow. I got a dark yellow. I got a. Do I have a brown to color that with? Fuck it, I'll take it out anyway. Okay, well, yeah, I guess the pants aren't going to be hard. You yellow bastard. That's what Stone Cold said. Yellow. Texas accent. And this is like some more of that. Part of his gi. And then this should be dark as hell. No, that's not a terrorist attack. Let me just darken this out. I think the bottom should be darkened a bit more. And this should just be all the way blue. Not the worst thing in the world. Could be better, but as a template for what I'm going to do with his other thing, it's whatever. But I'm out of here. I'll be back in a bit.